Good morning, everyone. My name is Rodney Tamblin. I'm the co-founder of Ocean Browser Limited, and today I'm going to tell you about a beautiful study for lifelong learning, OB3. So Ocean Browser was established in 2004, and my co-founder is Dr. Gloria Gomez, and together we have over 50 years' experience in the research and design and development of educational products in higher education. I think that our success has been built on building and sustaining long-term relationships and strategic partnerships with our clients, and in genuinely caring about the success of our teachers and students in achieving their goals using our technology. So we've been involved in a 10-year product development journey with OB3. And where we're at the moment is we've completed the major stage of the development, which is the building media-rich documents with embedded discussions, which I'm going to tell you about today. And the remaining parts of the beautiful study vision that we have are looking at coaching for study performance and self-publishing. I'm happy to pick up on what we mean by those things in the discussions later on after morning tea. So here are just a couple of shots to give you a picture of OB3. So the first thing we have in terms of our novel innovations in interaction design, first of all, we've built a media-rich document editor, and this is based around broadening participation. So Mike talked at his session about simplicity and making it easy for teachers and students to be involved. Through our interaction design process, what we did is looked at the skills that students and teachers have, and we found that they know how to do things like drag and drop files, copy and paste, use email, and do basic word processing. So we started with that skill set and said, how can we build an editor that builds on those skills so we won't require training, and yet expands the possibilities of what they can do. Then the second innovation that we have building on top of that is embedding discussions inside the context of those discussions. So we're bringing content and collaboration together. Now, we additionally support a variety of different collaboration and interaction modes in documents, but the key innovation is how we make those discussions work inside the content. So we worked a lot with medical groups and with distributed teaching teams, and we found that digital literacy was a problem, and also to try to diffuse that innovation through the organisation, you needed to remove that complexity. So we're removing the need for technologists in the preparation of media-rich content. We're making sure that we're broadening participation by getting students to engage in asynchronous discussions with their teachers, but not necessarily led or initiated by their teachers. And we're also enabling through co-design and co-creation to get the students authoring the content. And this is something which is hard to believe at the outset, but as a form of transformation that you see over time in courses that adopt these deeper learning approaches. So the benefits that our clients are seeing are the development of online active learning communities of practice, and transforming students into co-designers of learning. So I'm going to talk very briefly with a couple of case studies now. The first one is the University of Sydney SafeSide Institute and the University of Otago Department of Ophthalmology. We have a 15-year customer relationship with these two organisations. They co-deliver in a very innovative program. I think it's the only one of its type in both institutions. They collaboratively deliver this degree program in both universities, with the teaching and the student load distributed between both. Some of the needs that the Save site came to us and Otago came with us was wanting to make sure that content attribution and IP content was protected. Time-starved teachers and students, I mean, they're very busy people, so trying to broaden that load so it wasn't all being done by the academic staff. Very media-rich, and also needing things like LMS integration. So in the case of Sydney, having a Canvas integration was essential. And what we brought to that was media-rich lecture documents in OB3, getting the students to actually develop the content in the form of wiki pages with embedded discussions. So students assign topic, they develop a page, and then the other students will use discussions and collaborative writing to contribute into that. But then that content goes on to be used in future iterations of the course. So over time, more and more of the content of the course is actually originated and credited to the students who created it. And a very strong alumni community, because medical students drift in and out of education and training. We want them to be able to come back later and do their exams and have access to all their content. The second program that I'm going to just briefly describe is the Bachelor of Midwifery program at our institute in Canterbury. This is a distance-taught, distance-delivered program, staff and students all over the South Island. They came to us needing to migrate around from a legacy platform, so being able to shift a lot of content into the system very easily was the first thing. They're using a lot of reflective practice and needing to document things and then transfer that experience in, and then working in groups. Again, those issues around portfolios and so forth. So co-creating emergent understandings of and documenting learning. So my question for you is, how would this type of solution fit your needs? It might be around media-rich content authoring, it could be around co-design or co-creation of content, it could be about trying to get to broadening participation and collaboration. Thank you.